It's Week 11 of the National Football League, where we'll see which conference reigns supreme tonight. It's the Cowboys and the Raiders on Monday night.
Well, there's never a shortage of shows or sights and sounds throughout this city, but for the next few hours, all eyes are glued to Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas.
Hi again, everyone. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And Charles, we look at the Raiders here entering play. They come in feeling good after back-to-back victories.
In the offense last week, they had things humming. If you're a defensive player, you may get overshadowed a little bit, but you're really buoyed by what your offense is doing.
Meanwhile, for the visitors here, the Cowboys, they've come in on a nice run of recent form.
And we are underway here in Las Vegas. And able to get this out to the 25. Now we'll see what the right arm of Dak Prescott has in store as the Dallas Cowboys offense sets up shop.
You talk about the pause that refreshes. I think it's come at a perfect time of the year for them, hasn't it? You know, the season is starting to wind down, got a little bit of a break. But how about the guy calling the signals? He's got to be excited about that because now he didn't just get a game plan for 1 week. He's able to work on it for 2 weeks. I can't wait to see if they have anything special in store for him today.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Play fake. Here's Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. And just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Now Prescott. Forced out to his left. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A first down, a 16-yard gain.
He's a talented runner, and that means he's always looking for bigger and bigger gains when he takes off. Certainly found some bonus yards there beyond the first down marker, and this early drive will continue with that extra jolt from his legs.
Prescott now from the 50. Not able to go anywhere that time. 2nd down.
You look at this Raiders defense.
This unit currently 7th in the NFL, Charles, in stopping the run.
Most of their challenges have come in the passing game because against the run, they've been pretty darn good. Now you got to figure out a way to slow down those receivers before they get downfield and maybe make a few more plays on the ball when it's in the air.
Still needing 10 yards. Now it's 3rd down.
To throw is Prescott. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And the Cowboys going to bring on Brian Anger to punt on 4th down.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So the Raiders backed up here to begin their first drive. And they're led out by their mobile quarterback out of West Virginia. It's Geno Smith.
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball, run it inside, everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try to create some space.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 17-yard line.
And the slot man goes in motion left. Now it's Smith.
And that's going to be incomplete.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith.
Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. The defense surrenders a 13-yard pass play there on 3rd and 1.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the first down.
From the gun, they'll try to run it.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
From the gun on 3rd down, Smith.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball when that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
This is taken around the 12.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return.
And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Second drive forthcoming here for the Dallas Cowboys.
They were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week, so this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders for everyone. Obviously, your body, get a chance to heal up, but your mind as well. You feel good about winning, so now you can get away from it for a few days, put down the playbook, turn off the film, just be you. Enjoy that time away, and then you come back ready to go.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Looking to throw, Prescott.
Finding Tolbert here over the middle.
And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 more on that one, and another first down. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
Looking for Pickens. He's got him on the out route.
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
From the 41, this is 2nd and a yard.
A give to Williams, running right. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39.
Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against the defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Off the play fake, Prescott.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down, as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches.
Here's Prescott.
The short one there taken in by Ferguson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down. Play action now, Prescott.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were terrific last week in the win over Denver.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week, because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
And he will have a Cowboys first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Prescott now.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
So it looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
To the air again, Prescott.
And this one quickly to Lamb. Had a nice job to break free of 1 tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Here's 3rd and 6.
False start's going to push him back, but these days, how hard must it be to be an offensive lineman?
It's very hard, Brandon. You've got defensive linemen flinching, trying to draw you off sides. You've got the loud crowds, and there are just so many super athletic players on defense now that you have to deal with each week. But through it all, these guys just sit in there for 4 quarters and slug it out.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
Every guy that plays this game has plenty of people around him that are concerned for his health and well-being. He had no regard for his body on that catch at all, did he?
Middle of the field, diving to grab it? No, he didn't.
Encroachment, defense.
Instead of making him earn it on 4th, they jump and give him the first.
I love the way you just phrased that. Didn't really have to earn it, did they? Bad discipline on the defensive side of the ball.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll run here, the former Longhorn with it.
They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up. Prescott. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Ferguson. A touchdown saving tackle there. Now it's 3rd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Javonte Williams. His 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are on the board first here in Vegas.
And you can bet when they were in that huddle, there's definitely some urgency because I'm sure they were saying to each other, we got to push this one in right now so we don't have to run this on 4th down, and there'll be extra bodies in the hole. That's excellent work there at the point of attack. All it takes is one little crease as he fights his way into the end zone.
Aubrey good with a PAT.
And that makes the score 7-0.
So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. And they came into play here off 2 straight victories. They're back to 500 on the year. But, Charles, is this little mini run coming too late to salvage their season?
Well, they definitely dug themselves a hole, and it leaves them needing to play almost perfect football from here on out. But I do believe they think that they've got this thing turned around, and they are capable of doing exactly that.
Second quarter from Vegas, the homestanding Raiders with a football here. As they've got it 2nd down and 12.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He takes this for 3 to the 29.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
And out now come the Cowboys. Things progressing to plan so far. Their defense has been solid, and they've got themselves a 7-0 lead after the touchdown the last time they had the ball.
And this is no time to even think about, hey, are we going to milk the clock? Hey, are we just going to do ball control? This is the NFL. 7-0 leads, they don't last very long unless you continue to push the envelope on offense.
And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it's second down. Now Prescott. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this time.
And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 30. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. Here's Las Vegas ready to take the field.
They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Not a huge play, but I think they're more than happy with how it turned out. Don't be surprised to see them revisit that call because there was a lane there for more than just 5 yards. Put it in your back pocket and break it out when you need it later.
A bit of a jump there, CD. He breaks the line, and that'll be 5 yards.
And you've got to stay more disciplined than that, Brandon. That's just a free gift to the offense.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
First carry for Raheem Mostert. Sam Williams bringing him down that time.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
Throwing is Smith. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big third down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
Now Smith. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Powering his way forward. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A Raider first down, 17 yards.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Off of play action, here's Smith.
And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 23. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Throwing now is Geno. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 12-yard line. 12 yards there as they move the chains. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
Play action. It's Smith. Got his tight end. That's complete. It's Thomas. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. A little too much extracurricular there.
When you have a game with a lot of contact, tensions are going to run pretty high. You're going to be emotional, but you have to harness it somehow, and he didn't on that play.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Geno Smith. Touchdown number 15 of the year.
And the Raiders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game.
That's a great alternative there to the old-fashioned quarterback sneak. Instead, let your quarterback take it in the shotgun and essentially choose his own path. He scans the situation, makes the right read, and takes it into the end zone on the QB draw.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return.
And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Now they'll toss it here to Blue. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Prescott from the gun. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dive set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
So out come the Raiders. It's a quick turnaround for them after the turnover, but the way they moved it on their last drive, they're probably eager to get right back at it.
And you know me and you know my tendencies in this situation. What do I want right now?
Be aggressive.
Be aggressive. Take your shot right here.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Thornton. And he's got this down to the 35.
Hands it off out of the gun. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get this one down to the 30. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
And that'll be a free 5 yards for the offense.
Just like a tennis match, that's just an unforced error. Stay alert, don't jump early, and give them free yardage.
Good work that time to get them to jump, and now here's 1st and 10. They'll fake it. Now Smith.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Now Geno. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Multiple players combined for their team's 1st sack of the game.
And on that one, the protection just broke down.
You've got to have that leverage, don't you? We always talk about low man wins in the running game for an offensive lineman versus a defensive lineman. It's essentially the same thing in pass protection. Get lower than that defensive lineman so that you can keep your balance and keep him away from your guy trying to throw the football.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards that time out of the scramble. But now they're looking at a 4th down situation.
I thought he did a pretty good job there to get back what he could, but let's face it, that sack on 2nd down, talk about throwing a wrench into the works. He certainly did.
Yeah, he did everything he could there, trying to pick up some positive yardage, and he did, but not enough. The kick by Carlson is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Dallas offense set for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
The completion on 1st didn't get much, and now the run on 2nd doesn't get a whole lot either.
Well, if you're a good play caller, you've already looked ahead and anticipated this type of situation, already down in his play sheet, trying to dial up a big 3rd down play.
Prescott to throw it.
He's got it complete to Tolbert.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
On to punt now, Anger, as he boots this one away.
And this will be taken at the 13. It's a net of 40 there, punt of 48, and a return of 8. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the...
It's caught inside the 25.
It's a big play there for Vegas. 55 yards.
Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. Geno now to throw. Quick hitter here, it's complete. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
At the Cowboys' 21-yard line.
Here's Smith. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the 1st half. Now a tough spot for Geno Smith and company after the sack. It's 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a halt. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. On 4th down, here's Daniel Carlson for the Raider field goal. Made his first. This now from 46 yards away. And that's off the left upright, but it caroms right in. How about that? The kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. So put 3 on the board. A little bit of a hook on the driver that time. Looked a little bit like you, Charles, over on the 8th at Windermere.
You know me too well, partner, except that he got his to hit a tree and kick back into the fairway.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 5 seconds to go, this will likely be our final play. Here's one deep for Pickens. That is incomplete. So we have reached halftime here in Vegas with the Raiders on top.
As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach?
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get you caught up on what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up at US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis, where it was the Vikings who were able to get the victory at home. J.J. McCarthy leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. Next, we head off to check out another game, and they were winners in that game over the visiting Kansas City Chiefs. Bo Nix, terrific in the win, as his guys up their mark to 7-4 with the victory. Lastly, we head to Gillette Stadium in Foxborough to check on the Patriots. And they were losers in their ball game as they were outplayed by the visiting New York Jets. Justin Fields leading the way there as the win gets his guys back to 500 on the year. This has certainly been a fun one to watch so far. We knew this was going to be a battle, but we have not been disappointed. This is the kind of game that could wind up hinging on which side can play mistake-free football the rest of the way.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway.
And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
So here are the Raiders now to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Smith.
Got his man, it's Thornton.
And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Second and a couple.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
To throw is Smith.
That's complete yet again to Thornton.
7 yards there and a first down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Smith. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. Only able to gain a couple there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now it's Smith.
Completes this one to Thornton.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going, and right now it's paying off with big chunks of yardage as shown by that last play.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 34.
51 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. Now it looks like we've got a Raider here, slow to get up.
We'll take a break and get a report from Vegas after this.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll send the tight end in motion.
On first down, they go with Mostert again.
Breaks a tackle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Play clock down to 3, and we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys 20-yard line.
They'll try the air now with Smith.
Targeting Thomas on the out route, making the catch. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5.
It's all pretty simple sometimes, isn't it? Go where the defenders are not, and he does exactly that. Makes a nice catch to move the chains. Defense, got to find a better way of accounting for the shorter routes that are being run against them.
Back to throw, Smith. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. They'll try to run them. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half.
They'll take over deep in their own end after the fumble recovery as they start 1st and 10.
The drive starts with a run by Blue. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
And he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Up the middle, it's Williams. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time.
Left side to Lamb.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 16 and the Dallas 1st down.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They go back to the ground with Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. Now a shotgun handoff. Blue. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
They go again with Blue. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30.
Illegal block in the back. Offense.
So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Will go down as a gain of 6, and that's going to bring up second down.
In motion, that's Tolbert. They'll fake the jet sweep, and instead of give up the middle to Williams.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. Now the Raiders are going to use another timeout here. And that's going to leave them with just one timeout remaining still in the third quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt them. We'll be back. Looking to throw. Prescott. Drops it to Blue. Complete. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard.
Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll lead here to a third down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. It's the Cowboys in possession of the football, but they trail here as we begin the fourth quarter of play. Now Prescott.
Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Had an open man that time and ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And his kick here is good. And that will cut the lead back down to 3 at 13-10. So with that field goal, this one's now back within a field goal. Maybe not the ultimate result they wanted, but gets them that much closer.
This game is unfolding like a really good book, isn't it? Because I feel like there's a few more plot twists yet to be revealed before this one is over.
And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They're marking down officially at the 34. Now the Vegas offense heading back out there. Fourth quarter, they cling to a 3-point lead after the field goal a moment ago. And it's certainly a very critical drive with still a good chunk of time remaining.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Over the middle, complete. That's Thomas. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield.
Give them 12 yards that time and a Las Vegas first.
That's good for Las Vegas.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The Raiders on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Smith.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 36. A nice pickup of 10 means that this drive will stay on track.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack.
And he edges forward, but only gets a pair of yards out of it, and it's second down.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on second down. Throwing is Smith. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And they eventually get to him at the 17 after a pickup of 17 into the red zone, first down. Well, clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, set that play action up nicely.
Boy, did they ever, because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit him.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21.
DeMarvion Overshown, his second sack of the night.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it.
And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders.
Raheem Mostert
from 8 yards out.
And the Raiders are able to build on to their fourth quarter lead. Well, we know he has decent hands out of the backfield. That's the first time, Charles, they've targeted him in the passing game, and it pays dividends.
And I love the design, too, because they kept him in the backfield, made the defense think run first before they swung him out of there. And you're right, with his hands, they might want to throw it to him just a little bit more.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. A 10-play drive that time. And the capper that put it in the end zone, a run of 8 yards. On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Possession of the football going back to the Cowboys. Well, that last touchdown we just saw, what an important one. Now it's back to a 2-score deficit for this crew as they take the field here, and they are in desperate need of finding the end zone.
Throwing, Prescott.
Completes this one to Pickens.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Now we give up the middle to Williams. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 45-yard line.
First down, Cowboys.
To throw is Prescott. It's caught. Tolbert. So the completion good for just 3. And it'll be second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
Prescott.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
And this This time he's got the hook up. It's complete. First time they've looked his way in this game. He comes through picking up the first. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Here's Prescott. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
2 yards to go, second down.
Now flags fly in, and one of the Cowboys looked like he got going a little early. Now after the false start, here's 2nd and 7.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Now Prescott.
A short one there taken in by Ferguson.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. Well, Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. Desperation time. Prescott on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
The Raiders' offense and their running back getting set to go once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got them this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Here's Smith. He gets it to Thomas. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line.
And now we're going to get a stoppage. A member of the Cowboys shaken up. Here's A.J. Cole now as he's on to punt for Las Vegas.
Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. This is fielded at the 27.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
So Dak and the Cowboys down 20-10, 2:23 to play. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. They begin with a carry for Blue. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, he certainly thought he had a window to push that ball downfield, but as soon as he released the throw, the corner was there to slam that window shut.
Prescott now. And now another one thrown incomplete.
I think it's safe to say that he's made some questionable decisions out there so far. Forced some throws into tight coverage. He's already been picked off in this game. 4th down now, but he was fortunate on that one not to have another turnover on his ledger.
4th down, Prescott. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And now right out of the 2-minute break, We'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground.
And he's going to have a Raider first down. And that should be the one that finishes the script here.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives them a new set of downs. The Raiders likely going to get out of this with a victory as they take a knee. Down to a knee, here goes Smith, and that should all but do it.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Las Vegas,
that's now 5 wins on the campaign as they get the job done here. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, it's a bit of a setback as they drop to 6-4 now. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.